ADG Traders, this is Munya and welcome back to my channel. So today I have the 2021 new booming crash strategy that I'm going to teach you right here. It's the one with the settings that you can see on the charts right now. So I'm going to do a step-by-step guide on how you can set it up on your phone and how you can actually use it and how you can actually make money out of it. But as usual, if you're part of this team, click the subscribe button and turn on notification bell so that you're notified each and every time I post a video, right? And if you also want to join our community, we have a free Telegram channel that you can join for free. The link is down below in the description box and in the comment section. And you can also follow me on Instagram to get more interaction with me. That's the platform we use to communicate most of the time, right? And if you like these videos, make sure you click the like button and share it with your friends. Okay. So this is the setup this is the end product that we want to create, right? We have three windows right here: the main chart, the indicator window 1, and the indicator window 2. And we want to have this. So I'm gonna delete everything that I have currently so that we do a step-by-step guide together on how you can actually set it up. Okay, done. Now I have a blank chart, the white background, and the green candlesticks are my bullish candlesticks and the red candlesticks are my bearish candlesticks, right? So I advise you guys to have the same setup as me so that for reference sake it's not confusing for both of us, right? So the first thing that we want to do is want to set up our main chart, and we're going to click the funny F right here, right, to add some indicators to our chart. And the first indicators that we want to add are the moving averages, right? So the first one, we want a moving average with period 5, a shift of 0. We want it to be exponential. We want it to apply to close, and we want it to have a color of red, right? And I'm going to click done. So you can see now we have an EMA with period 5 in this red. I'm going to add another one, another moving average. This time we want to have a period of 13 and then a color of yellow, and then I'm going to click done. Now we have a yellow line. This, and then the last one on our main chart is the moving average with period 50, and then I want to put it to the color green. As you can see, nothing else changed. And now we're done with the main chart, right? You should have these 3 lines if you're following. So the second thing that we want is we want an indicator window 1. So to do that, we want 3 indicators to be in that window. So I'm going to add the 3 indicators, and the first one is the relative strength index, the RSI, the famous RSI. Okay, we want it to have a period of 6. So I'm going to change this part to 6. I want it to apply to close. The style, I want it to keep it as white because I have a white background. If you have a black background, keep it as black, right? But I was advising you guys to keep the same settings with me, right? On levels, I want to put some levels here. So I'm going to delete these ones and set 4 new levels right there. So I want the first level to be level 10, second one to be level 90, third one to be level 20, last one to be level 80. I want to leave the description empty and then go back and see if I have something like this. So make sure you have something like this, and you're not yet done. Still, this is where most people get lost. Make sure the indicators that you are about to add fall under the indicator window 1, not under the main chart, right? Make sure they fall under indicator window 1. So for them to fall under indicator window 1, you click the F on indicator window 1, this one, not this one. Okay, most people are confused and end up putting the indicators on main chart. So I'm going to click this F, and then I want to choose Ichimoku, which is right here. And then you should have settings like this. You should have 9 is the first one, 29, 52. Then fill should be ticked, should turn blue. If the default one, I think, is it would be blank, but make sure you turn it to blue. And then the colors, the first one should be red and then the remaining ones should be white. Then you're going to click done. Then you can see that we now have an Ichimoku line right there. Then again, the third indicator, we want it to fall under indicator window 1 again. So we're going to click the F right here. And then we're going to add our MACD. We need a MACD for this one. So your settings for MACD, on the first EMA, you need period of 12, slow EMA 26, MACD, SMA 9, apply to close, colors white and red. And I'm going to click done. Should have something like art. So we're done with the first, with the main chart. We're done with the indicator window 1. Now we want to create indicator window 2, just like the setup we had at the beginning. So again, but this time, instead of clicking on indicator window 1, we want to click on main chart. So when I click the main chart, and we want to add RSI again, the relative strength index. So I'm going to click relative strength index. I'm going to change the period this time to 11. Apply to close. The color is going to remain the same, but the levels again are going to change. So I'm going to change, just going to delete these ones and add 2 more levels that I want. The first one is 30. The second one is 70. Then I'm going to click done. Sorry, we don't need this one. Just need to go back. And then we have lines on our third indicator, on our second indicator window, and which is here. And again on our indicator window 2, we want to add something. So I'm going to click the F right here and add our MACD with the same settings as the first one, 12, 26, 9, apply to close. The colors are the same. Then I'm going to click done. But then we want to add something else different to the same indicator window 2. So I'm going to click the F again and go to moving average, then change to period 5. Method is still exponential, shift is still 0, apply is to close, but the color I just want to put it to be purple, so it's just different so that you know which is which. Go click done, and then you should have something like this, which is what we had at the beginning of this video, right? So if you manage to go through these settings, we can now get into when to buy and when to sell, right? Remember, this is a strategy for boom and crash, for both boom 1,500 and for both crash 1,000 and crash 500. But with this strategy, firstly, we want I want to teach you the first part of this strategy. There are so many ways to trade using this strategy, but I want to teach you my favorite and the first part. And with this one, we are going to be scalping. But as we are scalping, we are going to be scalping in line with the trend. Trend as in T-R-E-N-D. In line with the trend. We're not going to do a blind scalp. No. We want to scalp in line with the trend. Basically, when I say we want to scalp, is we want to trade these small candlesticks. The red ones that you see, the ticks, not the spikes. Okay, so the first condition or the first rule is we have to be in the 5-minute time frame, right? So for both crash and boom, you have to use the 5-minute time frame, right? And for crash, we're going to be buying, of course, and for boom, we are going to be selling, of course, because we are trading ticks, not spikes. Okay, so it's the opposite. So once we have established that for crash 1,000 and crash 500 we are buying, and for boom 1,000 and boom 500 we are selling, we are good to go. But before that, I heard that, guys, we have different zoom levels, right? We have different zoom levels, so I want to make sure that we are on the same page. As you can see, these are the different zoom levels that I'm talking about, as you can see. And if you look at our indicators, they get affected on how you are zooming your charts. But for this strategy, in the 5-minute time frame, we want to use the second from last zoom level. The second from last. So this is the last zoom level where you have zoomed out. This is the the last, and then we want the second from last. So I'm just going to move a notch up, which is something like this. I hope you got it. Last zoom level, notch up, last zoom level, notch up, right? So this, we are using the second last zoom level. Okay, once we have established that, we can now get into the rules on when to buy and when to sell. So for boom, we said we are looking for sell setups, right? And the first condition is your indicator window 1, which is this one, and your indicator window 2, which is this one. So indicator window 1 starts from here up to this point. Then indicator window 2 starts from here up to this point. Okay, so for indicator window 1 and 2, we are looking for our lines here to be above 80 or close to 80, like here. And then for 2, we want them to be above 70. To meet above 70, we want them to meet above 70 like this. Okay, this is the first condition. Once you see these lines at the top right here, like they are at this point, you are now looking for the second condition, which is you want your EMA 5 to cross to be below the EMA 13. The EMA 5 is the red one at our main chart, and then the EMA 13 is the yellow one at our main chart. Once that is done, you're going to enter into a sell, right? You're going to enter into a sell. I'm going to explain when to take profit and when to stop loss, but make sure you get this one. Once these conditions have been met on indicator window 1 and indicator window 2, you move on to your main chart and look for this crossover of EMA 5 being below EMA 13, which basically means the red EMA being below EMA, being below the yellow EMA. And once that's done, you're going to hold your trade up until price breaks or bounces at the EMA 50, which is the green one. The moment price crosses the EMA 50 to be below, if the moment price cuts to be below, you're going to add positions, or you're going to keep holding your trade. You're going to add position at this point, or you're going to keep holding your trade down, going down with it, right? I'm going to explain, I think on the next video, when to take profit and when to stop loss, but mostly you'll be taking profit, of course. So let's look at another example for clarity's sake. Remember, we are looking for sells. Okay, here's a nice setup. Firstly, indicator window 1 and 2, our lines are at the top, which is good. Now we're going to main window to look for where price, where our EMA 5, which is the red one, crosses to be below the EMA 13, which is the yellow one, which is at this point. And immediately after that, price breaks the EMA 50, which is the green one, and you're supposed to just continue with the sell just like that. For those that know trading, know that the green line there, the EMA 50, is the trend line. This is the trend. It shows you the trend. So it says a lot when price breaks that point. Let's look at another example, maybe just to confirm. Okay, another setup here. So you can see you're getting so many setups within a short period of time. First condition, you have to be met at the indicator windows, and then you wait for EMA 5 to cross to be below, which was done here. Then price broke the green line, then the sell was confirmed. Okay, maybe let's move on to, maybe let's look for crash. Let's look for crash. Just created this account. Let's take a look at crash 1000. Note that this time we are going the opposite. For crash, we are looking for buy setups, right? For crash, we are looking for buy setups. For crash, we are looking for buy setups, and it's simply the opposite. We are looking for where price did the opposite as for boom. So the first setup that I see right here is, this time we want indicator window 1 and 2 lines to be below, as opposed to on boom where they should be above. This time they're below, just like this. This is the first condition and it has been met. We're now moving on to the second condition, which was this entry, this crossover, but this time EMA 5 crosses to be above, not below, as opposed to on boom. Price EMA cross to be above, the red line cross to be above the yellow line. You enter into a buy trade. You wait, price retraced, went back up, tried to bounce at this point, retraced, but at this point it broke the EMA 50, the green line which I talked about. So at this point you either add positions or keep holding, depending on your account size. You keep holding your trade, and as you can see, it went way up and your buy could have been profitable. Let's look for another example. So that, okay, here's a nice scenario. Condition 1 has been met. We have our lines meeting at the bottom. Condition 2 was almost met here when EMA 5 almost close to be above EMA 13, but it didn't. So you were not supposed to end at this point. But at this point, as you can see, these are two different points. At this point, price then went up to be above, EMA 5 went up to be above EMA 13. And at this point, that's when you're supposed to enter your buy. And at this point, price broke to be above the EMA 50, the green line, and you were supposed to either add positions or keep holding your trade. As you can see, price went up for the next, when the 5-minute time frame, right? So each candlestick represents 5 minutes. For the next 20 minutes, you were in profit, and then we had a pullback, a massive pullback, but eventually, if you had ended at this point, you would still be in profit, so you would still hold, and eventually price continued to go up, surpassing the last high, and continued to set other highs as it went up. Let's look at another entry just to confirm. I don't want to make this video long, it's already 17 minutes, but let's just make it a quick one. So you can practice it, this on your own. You can confirm what I'm saying. Condition 1 has been met. Price lines are meeting below. Red line crosses to be above the yellow. Second condition met. Another condition to either keep holding or adding positions. Price breaks, goes up, right? Just like that. So another entry here. As you can see, lines meet below. Crossovers, price breaks, we go up. This is crash 1000. All right, guys. We're going to be discussing this in our Telegram group, so make sure you join. The link is down below. If you have any questions, any comments, tell me what you think about this. I've been using it and it's been so much profitable. We are trading against the spike, but we are trading in line with the trend. We are trading in line with the trend. And if you like this video, just click the like button, share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more. Until next time.